Hello Aries, here's a reading for you for the time beginning right now on the 21st of August 2017 with a total solar eclipse that's going to take place in an hour or two from now. So great energy coming up, and I highly recommend you to watch a video I posted 2 days ago. It's an introductory video about the energies that are playing out now. Alright, here are your cards. They are shuffled. Now I'll just cut the deck. Please guide me for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here it is. I'm using a heptapod spread that I invented after I watched the movie The Arrival. Great film. If you haven't watched this, do it. Fabulous food for thought. Alright, so there are 8 cards in the spread, and let's look at the background energy of this time. You have King of Swords, Master of Mind. Very cool, very logical, very analytical, great counselor, great advisor. Maybe a lawyer, maybe someone who speaks bravely, maybe a writer. This is the energy of high intellect, being very much high up in the clouds. Sometimes it may seem cool and detached, but it's very just and very knowledgeable. Okay? And the sun underneath, which is always a good sign. Let's take a look at you. You're in the center of the spread. You have Knight of Pentacles, so action, but slow action, steady action, and having great plan, and acting according to the plan, and checking reality quite often. Not very hasty, and really doing what is intended to do, slowly but surely. I love this energy. Usually it's, which one is that? Virgo, I think. Yeah. Earth mutable. Now, the above influence, the above energy, which is quite literally what's coming from above. It may be the main external force right now. You have 8 of Swords. This particular 8 of Swords is really a great card for me because it really depicts how you can free yourself with your mind, but how you can first imprison yourself. The mind is only a tool, as here the sword is a tool. You can tie yourself up to the tree, and you may be in great danger if you don't decide to cut it loose. Okay? So your mind can be prison, but also the same mind can free yourself, can free you, and can be of great help in dangerous situations. So this is like, for me, this is insightful, very insightful, saving yourself from the danger. Let's look. I think it's too dark. I'm gonna light another lamp up. Okay, I think it's better now. Right. So, where are you coming from, or what's going to the past? 6 of Swords, so another sword energy. This is peace of mind. This is being at ease after a very hard time. after a time of great difficulties, especially mental, intellectual difficulty, but also struggle and oppression, because Five of Swords is very aggressive and unpleasant energy, and now you're released. This is great exhale. You're fallen from that waterfall, and now you're in a safer place, in a better place, under the rainbow, and with connection with water, which is important here in this card, because water is always the life force, source of life, and you're connected to calm water here, and it seems you look into the future with hope. So that was your energy. It may still be residual within you. Okay, so far quite mental energy, but also I have this feeling of avoiding oppression. Let's look at your weakness. This is the hardest part of the reading, your weakness or your challenge. The wheel turning, so how things change may be. Your weakness may be a challenge for you. Things that are changing no matter what you say, no matter what you do. External influences that you have no influence on. It's inevitable, like today's eclipse, like the coming of autumn quite soon, and winter then, and then spring, and another summer. It's inevitable, and it's above you, it's beyond you. You may have difficulties with this, I feel. Even if it's for the better, you may not perceive it as for the better first. And it may somehow put your plans in jeopardy, I feel. But it usually is the case that when we have plans and the universe has better plans for us, and we say, no, you cannot do it. We oppose it, but finally we see this was for the better. Let's look how to overcome it, or how to cope with this difficulty, with this weakness. Oh, the Lovers. So perhaps with love, perhaps with choice, perhaps with the help of someone very important for us, with help of a partner, or in more abstract way, by considering the matters of being singular and being in connection with others. But somehow I feel this is very personal. Like I think majority of you will have someone or will meet someone that will help you with these inevitable changes, to pass through them with grace, and perhaps even gratefully after all. Somehow I feel this very personal here. This can also be a Gemini. You have the card of Gemini here, and you have another earth sign possibly here. So this may indicate that someone important with the air quality is around you and is going to help you. So you may seek help with partnerships during this time. You're not alone, remember this. You're not alone. What's your strength, Aries? Seven of Chalices, someone had it in this position. Seven of Chalices as a strength, I feel this is the abundance of choices. And this time it's not for your, it's not bad for you, because usually it's difficult when we have plenty to choose from. The choice is more difficult then, but not this time. When I see this card and when I see the strength, I feel you are plenty to choose from, and you can nurture yourself by this. Because when you only eat corn or when you only eat apples or bananas or any other stuff that is singular, you're badly nurtured. But here you can choose this and this and this and that and many other things. And this is a blessing. This is a blessing if you have the ability to choose wisely. And I read this card this way: you have this ability to choose wisely among many possibilities. Okay? So that's your strength. Now let's look at this card. For me, this is the most important card in the spread because it tells me where to focus my energy on. Which path to follow, what's the best way to do, what's the best direction to go, okay? The point of focus is the Hanged Man. That is a water energy coming in, which is great because we have many swords here, not a single wand, so you're quite out of your energy, like you're searching in different areas. The Hanged Man, you may say this is a dead point, when nothing is happening, when the time stands still and you're out of this world. But there is a great value to this card, because this card indicates that you can dive deep into something and understand something very deeply on a very emotional level. This card tells about sacrifice. As you can see here, this is a rather chosen position. It's not that someone put this person in this position. No, that was his choice to look at the world in a different way, to acquire new perspective for something. This is what you gain, and the gain is bigger than the loss. The loss of restraining from action, okay? So actually focus on this deep diving into the matter. And I think the matter is connected with this, with inevitability. Is there a word like this? When something is inevitable, of change. Change is inevitable, but you can overcome it, maybe not alone. Aries are very often very self-made persons, and people who like to count only on them. But somehow I feel this time you need to count not only on yourself, you need to put your wealth, your health, your well-being into somebody else's hands and trust. It's about trust here, I feel. Trust in the face of great changes in your life that you cannot overcome on your own. Dive deep into it, Aries, because this may be great treasure you're about to discover for your life. Okay? All right, and the final card that I don't like to call the outcome, because the outcome seems to be something very final and established and set in stone, and I don't want you to have this impression, because this is only part of the picture, and the picture is quite big. So let's call it a vista, let's call it a view into the future. But remember, you can always change it. You can always act in a way that will change it. All right? And you have Queen of Chalices, so no fire in your reading, which is quite strange. But it happens sometimes. And Queen of Chalices is very, very, very different energy from this one. She's all about feeling. This is Cancerian energy. This is someone who loves in absolutely unconditional manner, ready to give, ready to sacrifice. So it seems you may be overwhelmed by this energy. I don't know why, but I fear that. Don't over-exaggerate with the energy of sacrifice. Remember about yourself. Perhaps you will be balanced by this energy. Perhaps you will be balanced by this energy. But be careful with this. Don't be overwhelmed by your own emotions. Be in it and feel it, but still be yourself. Perhaps diving deep into those waters is dangerous, but also perhaps this is very bonding. Like, you want to stay there. I don't know if you've seen the film The Big Blue. It's about diving very deep into the waters. This is your opposite element, water, right? Chalices. And it's as alien as fascinating for you. So dive deep, but remember to stay yourself. Don't dissolve in the water. Stay separate. Even in union, stay separate, dear Aries. You may discover some interesting facets of yourself, I think, during this time. So dive deep. This is the main point of focus for you. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful time. I wish you to use it the best way possible. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.